Spain. Have you dreamed of discovering Spain's hidden gems, where every nook and cranny exudes rich history and amazing scenery? Imagine walking across the surreal Bardenas Reales desert. Enchanted by Santa Maria de Montserrat Abbey. Or listening for Alhambra whispers. Join us as we unveil the top must-see destinations in Spain you simply must see. Not miss this amazing trip. Number 1. Caminito del Rey. Known also as the King's Little Path, the Caminito del Rey runs over Andalusia, Spain's dramatic Gaitanes Gorge. Designed originally between 1901 and 1905 to reach the hydroelectric power station El Chorro, King Alfonso XXIII gave it royal name when he walked its unstable path in 1921. The first clear path collapsed and drew daredevils across its crumbling platforms using mountaineering gear. 2014 saw the construction of new wooden boardwalks, which make it safer but still rather exciting. On the edge of the gorge, these boardwalks nowadays hang up to 100 meters above the river. Combining environment, history, and thrills, the Caminito del Rey presents a remarkable experience. Think on the resiliency of human engineering and the echoes of past footsteps as you negotiate this whirl. How would our definition of adventure change if we combine risk with beauty? Number 2. Tavertet. Hidden treasure in the Collsacabra area of Catalonia, Tavertet is 900 meters above cliffs. Imagine a town where great views meet historic past. Here, evidence of prehistoric activity consists in an Iberian wall, Neolithic relics, and megalithic tombs. But front stage is the Cliffs of Tavertet, a hypnotic mix of colors falling into the abyss. From the town's point of view, this well-known scenery invites memories. Tavertet is a quiet haven nowadays. Its 48 original houses from the 17th and 18th centuries form a harmonic group. Declared a cultural asset of interest, it deftly blends modern and old architecture. The peace and quiet here comfort visitors. Underneath invites contemplation, the Guilleries and the Valley of Sau. And considering echoes, have you ever thought about the secrets the old Tavertet walls mutter? Number 3. Alhambra. The fascinating palace and fortification complex, the Alhambra, grace the hills of Granada, Andalusia, Spain. Arabic-derived, its name, the red, most surely relates to the sun-dried brick walls around it. Not only among the most well-known specimens of Islamic architecture, This architectural wonder exhibits Spanish Renaissance form. Designed under Muhammad ibn al-Ammar, the first Nasrid emir of the Emirate of Granada, the Alhambra dates back 13th century. Nestled on the Sabika hill, it replaced earlier fortifications and Samuel ibn Nagrila's 11th century residence. Later in the 14th century, Nasrid governors improved the palaces. After the Christian Reconquista in 1492, the Alhambra became Ferdinand and Isabella's royal court. Later on, the beauty of Washington Irving's Tales of the Alhambra won respect everywhere. Rediscovered after some of it was damaged by Napoleon's army, the Alhambra is today a popular tourist destination in Spain and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As you stroll its complex courtyards and admire the delicate stucco work, think about how the Alhambra echoes millennia of history, so closing cultural gaps. And considering echoes, what secrets might the old Alhambra walls whisper to those who pay attention? Number 4. Teide National Park. Tucked on Tenerife, Canary Islands, Teide National Park is an amazing fusion of natural beauty and volcanic grandeur. Rising 3,718 meters above sea level, Mount Teide is the highest mountain in Spain. From its ocean floor base, this dormant volcano dominates the terrain and ranks third among all the volcanoes worldwide. Complementing it, Pico Viejo finishes the pair of Canary Island peaks above 3,000 meters at 3,135 meters. Declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007, the park spans 18,990 hectares. Its old lava flows, lunar-like settings, and rugged terrain inspire awe and research. Tourists visit the Roque de Garcia, odd rock formations appearing sculpted by giants. Rising on an eastern ridge, the Observatorio del Teide has telescopes pointed skyward. As you meander over this volcanic domain, consider the forces that over millennia shaped it. How might Teide National Park enable us to bring the distance separating Earth's fiery past from our quest of cosmic knowledge close? Regarding cosmic riddles, what secrets might the ancient Teide rocks whisper to those who pay attention? Number 5. Basílica de la Sagrada Família. Known as Basílica y Temple Expiatory de la Sagrada Família, the Sagrada Família is a stunning masterpiece in Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain. Designed by notable Catalan architect Antoni Gaudí, this massive church transcends time and architectural standards. Starting in 1882, building is still ongoing, but the Sagrada Família shows human creativity and dedication. Combining Gothic revival, Art Nouveau, and Modernista ideas, its soaring spires, meticulous facades, and organic forms. Gaudí's genius resides in his mix of religious symbolism with natural elements. Columns like tree trunks, stained glass catching sunlight like kaleidoscope leaves. Why distinguishes the Sagrada Família? Not only building, but also a spiritual trip. marveling at the Passion facade, which shows Christ's suffering, and the Nativity facade, his birth. Visitors find sunlight dances across brilliant stained glass as a forest of columns stretches for heaven. Think about how the incomplete Sagrada Família vaults might motivate us to mix invention, faith, and art. Number 6. Talaier. Hidden jewel in the southern Menorca, Spain, Talaier calls with unspoiled beauty. Tucked up near the well-known Sonsaura, this little beach features excellent white sand and blue waves. Accessible only on foot, it remains a peaceful haven despite popularity. Picture yourself walking along the beach with waves hitting your feet. But what stories are being told in the reeds besides their obvious beauty? How might being here by ourselves help us connect with the waves and the old rocks? What secrets might the sands of Talaier tell people who listen to them about whispers? Number 7. Geria, Lanzarote. On Lanzarote, the area where people grow wine in Geria, is an amazing illustration of both the power of nature and human inventiveness. Imagine a scene with thousands of pits, each containing one green vine, shockingly black. These holes abound on the valley floor and lower slopes. These holes were dug using up to 3 meters of volcanic pebbles, featuring holes in them. This helps the vine's roots to reach the earth. Round-shaped stone walls called zocos help to deflect wind from the vines. Why did people devise this unusual approach to cultivate grapes? Volcanic eruptions claimed central Lanzarote in the 1730s. Now the ground once fit for farming was covered in basalt. On Geria's slopes, a thick layer of volcanic lapilli caused some to believe it wouldn't be suitable for agriculture. On the island, people observed flora flourishing in what resembled a desert. Mulch made from the porous pecan kept the little rainfall inside. It even turned dew into water inside of its stones. Plants like fig trees and vines thrived when holes were excavated out of the loose pecan and dry stone walls were erected around them. The principal kind of grape, Malvasia, originated on Crete and now grows here. Geria is beautiful and dry, with unique winemaking techniques. Thus, people defend it. Number 8. Bardenas Reales Desert. Known as the Bardenas Reales or Bardenas Reales, this semi-desert natural region lies in southeast Navarre, Spain. Covering almost 42,000 hectares, this area is sculpted by erosion, clay, chalk, and sandstone shaped by wind and water into arresting forms. See canyons, plateaus, and single hills, sometimes referred to as cabezos. The Bardenas Reales have no cities, and vegetation is rare. Streams flow seasonally. Often they stay dry most of the year. Among this dry expanse, 2 distinct areas catch attention: the black Bardena and the white Bardena. Thanks to plenty of gypsum in the soil, the white salt covering the surface lends the white Bardena, central and more desert-like, its name. Rising near Aragon in the southeast, the black Bardena has vegetative plateaus. Number 9. Embalse de Canales. Tucked in the foothills of Sierra Nevada, Embalse de Canales is a reservoir in the town of Guajar Sierra, Granada, Spain. Originally opened in 1988, the amazing dam's waters now round the remnants of the former Canales community. Serving multiple purposes including irrigation, electricity generation, and even leisure activities like picnics and swimming, its capacity of 70 million cubic meters lets you. The fascinating question is, however, how this reservoir influences the surrounding ecology. See yourself staring down from the edge of the dam at the glistening water. Benevolent on first appearance are secrets. Maybe the careful balancing between human needs and environmental protection reveals the solution. Number 10. Congost de Mont-rebei. Nestled between Lleida and Huesca, the Congost de Mont-rebei is a natural beauty, still brilliantly unspoiled by mass tourism. Ignoring the Noguera-Ribagorcana River as it winds across the Montsec mountain range, time has sculpted this valley. Imagine Aragon separated from Catalonia by a narrow gorge formed by sheer cliffs rising sharply from the sea. Combining environment, leisure, and activity, the 8-kilometer gorge hiking path presents an unusual trip. Traveling alone or with friends and family will surround you in amazing landscape and historic rock formations. Think on the millennia the river traveled to create this masterwork as you follow the path. In such a faraway place, it's not easy to find beauty and peace. No matter what it is, it could be the wind or old stories written in the rocks. What mysteries do you think Mont-rebei harbors deep within? As you uncover this hidden treasure, ponder the mysteries of the Congost de Mont-rebei. Is that the griffon vulture circling overhead, or the rustling leaves whispering stories of old? Number 11. Teruel Red Canyon. Tucked near Teruel, the Red Canyon of Teruel, also known as the Aragonese Colorado Canyon or Rambla de Barranchina, is a real wonder for adventurous hikers. Its less-known name and great natural beauty promise a peaceful and immersive experience. Acting as moving historical reminders, remnants of the Civil War abound around the rim of the canyon as you begin the circular ascent across this enchanted ravine. Still, towering vertical walls suddenly resist gravity and draw you in with their pure beauty. The more near you get, the more amazing the views get. Hence, you will be much connected to the creations of nature. Ever come upon a hidden gem like the Red Canyon? Which feelings did it arouse? And while you're at it, think about going to Teruel, an old town rich in medieval influence. With its magnificent Mudajar towers, whispers of grandeur and fortitude from millennia past, its historic center speaks. Number 12. Parque Natural Hoces del Rio Duratón. Nestled in the middle of Segovia, Spain, the Duratón River Gorges Natural Park, sometimes referred to as Parque Natural de las Hoces del Rio Duratón, is an interesting haven for nature lovers. Covering 5,037 hectares and just 1.2 kilometers west of Sepulveda, this park presents an arresting scene shaped over millennia by the Duratón River. Imagine flying cliffs whose rough faces shield the river below from 100 meters of height. These ancient gorges cut out from limestone rock create a breathtaking scene. Number 13. Aguas Tuertas Valley. Still one of nature's most well-kept secrets, the Aguas Tuertas Valley is tucked away in the western Aragonese Pyrenees part of the Lusitania region. This perfect valley is found inside the Parque Natural de los Valles Occidental. Imagine the meandering Aragon-Subordán River, creating a great swath cut from south to north. This one deviates from most Pyrenean valleys in Huesca in running direction. Climbing to reach Aguas Tuertas, the scene opens with rich meadows, ancient megalithic stones, and a timeless quality. The valley seems to be softly hanging. It invites you to explore its secrets. Have you ever come upon a hidden valley like Aguas Tuertas? Which secrets, in your view, it might have? Number 14. Santa Maria de Montserrat Abbey. Rising among the craggy mountains of Catalonia, Spain, Santa Maria de Montserrat Abbey is evidence of architectural genius as well as dedication. Built in 1025, this Benedictine monastery sits dramatically on Montserrat's serrated heights and views an amazing landscape. The Holy Virgin of Montserrat basically lives in the sanctuary. Originally among the first boys' choirs in Europe, the Escolania fills the basilica with celestial harmonies for religious celebrations. From the summit, Sant Jeroni, Catalonia opens out before you as a patchwork of valleys, forests, and far-off horizons. Clear days even show the island of Mallorca gracing the scene. But Montserrat offers centuries of history, artistic expression, and spiritual meaning outside of conventional wisdom. Have you ever stood on top of a mountain and felt the earth and heavens meeting? It set off in you what emotions? Number 15. Centro de Interpretación del Puente Nuevo. Rising well above the small town of Ronda, Spain, the Centro de Interpretación del Puente Nuevo welcomes guests to learn the secrets of this 18th century architectural wonder. Tucked on the brink of the well-known Puente Nuevo, the center offers an amazing window into its engineering, background, and natural surroundings. Enter to find interactive exhibits covering the bridge's construction, its purpose in Ronda's urban fabric, and the geological processes sculpting the magnificent Tajo Gorge. Showing amazing pictures of the bridge against the town, a 4-minute audio-visual show whisks you across time. As you tour, the panoramic windows reveal breathtaking views of the rocky ground below. Has anyone ever stood on a well-known bridge and felt centuries underfoot? Stories do you suppose this ancient span bears? Number 16. Praia das Catedrais. Graced Spain's northwest coast, Praia das Catedrais, sometimes called Playa de las Catedrales, Beach of the Cathedrals, originally Galician, The travel company gave it the name Beach of the Holy Waters. Declared a natural monument, this coastal treasure captivates visitors with its unusual rock formations, arches, and caverns evocative of ancient cathedrals fashioned by nature over millennia. As you walk along the sandy coast, towering cliffs rising like buttresses frame the Atlantic Ocean. Low tide reveals secret passageways and alcoves, calling exploration. The way light and shadow interact creates an otherworldly environment that begs respect and awe. Have you ever stood on a beach where the waves and rocks chronicle historical events? It set off in you what emotions? Number 17. Valldemossa. Tucked northwest of the Sierra de Tramuntana, the Valldemossa of the island of Majorca exudes old-world elegance and natural beauty. Just 25 minutes from Palma, this charming town boasts a medieval architecture, stunning valleys, and olive groves attracting people in. Built in the 1400s, the Royal Charter House of Valldemossa is a landmark. Built in the 1400s, this monument marks the Royal Charter House of Valldemossa. Originally, it housed the philosopher and mystic Ramon Llull. The Carthusian monks who lived there left their traces. Now, guests can stroll through its peaceful halls and gardens. The link to great musicians like George Sand and Frédéric Chopin accentuates its attraction. Inspired by the surrounds, Chopin stayed here over winter. Sand penned her vivid account of their Majorcan journey. Have you ever been anywhere where centuries-old walls seem to be murmuring secrets? Number 18. Gaztelugatxe. Off Biscay in the Basque Country, Gaztelugatxe, an island with rocky appeal, calls. Linked by a man-made bridge to the mainland, it is evidence of both natural beauty and human dedication. At its summit, perched 150 meters above sea level, sits the San Juan de Gaztelugatxe Hermitage, honoring John the Baptist. Although some believe it could date even earlier, its origins are in the 10th century. The road to the Hermitage is an adventure in and of itself, 231 stone steps upward, each bearing historical markers. Legend says 3 times at the top ringing the bell grants wishes. From this vantage point, the Cantabrian Sea offers simply breathtaking views. Have you ever climbed old stairs to find a place where sea and sky converge, whispering dreams into the breeze from Gaztelugatxe? Number 19. Parque Natural de Mondrago. Nestled southeast of Majorca, Spain, near the town of Santanyí, Mondrago Natural Park is a coastal treasure that skillfully blends natural beauty with past. As you wind down small lanes dotted with perfect stone walls, fine white sand beaches, and an unbelievable turquoise blue sea, the park reveals its riches. The amazing cliffs and glistening clean seas never stop to astound even with their popularity. The park's wetlands, Esses Fonts Denales, have migrating birds, so raising its biological value. Many meandering paths around the coast lead to breathtaking beaches, including Cala Mondrago and Saramador Beach. Mondrago asks questions and inspires wonder independent of your inclination toward the sea or the countryside. Number 20. Alcázar of Segovia. Rising dramatically in the heart of Castile and Leon, Spain, the Alcázar of Segovia best embodies a fairy tale castle. Rising on a rocky crag, its lovely turret draws attention from its strategic position. First constructed at least in the 12th century, this medieval fortification has witnessed important historical events. It boasts 22 kings and famous individuals. Its walls mirror grandeur, mystery, and power. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985, it transcends the meeting point of the rivers Eresma and Clamores. Acting as a military archive and museum today helps to preserve centuries of secrets. Have you ever stood in a place where time seems to blend with mythology? Stories do you see the Alcázar carrying? Number 21. Parque Güell. Among Barcelona's UNESCO World Heritage Sites is the magnificent architectural and natural Parque Güell, designed by Antoni Gaudí as rich residential area for upper class of the city. In this public park, find whimsical sculptures, enchanted gardens, and vibrant mosaics. On Carmel Hill, the park presents City and Sierra de Collserola panoramic views. Comprising colorful ceramic tiles, the serpentine bench runs across the middle square. Magic is added by the mosaic scales of the salamander sculpture. Number 22. Embalse de Brazato. Tucked in the Spanish Pyrenees near Baños de Panticosa, Embalse de Brazato offers a quiet refuge for outdoor enthusiasts. Starting at the Ibón de Panticosa and working up to the Brazato Reservoir Dam, the trail you will find small paths, bubbling streams, and breathtaking mountain views all along. This climb is mostly about the unusual surroundings. Picture yourself swooping like a Pyrenean raptor, catching images fit for a postcard. Has anyone ever trekked to a secret reservoir where the mountains whisper secrets? Stories? Do you think the Brazato has? We appreciate you joining us on this amazing trip across the most beautiful places of Spain. Discover the rich past, energetic culture, and amazing surroundings that call for you. Subscribe now and keep tuned to not miss our next journey.